bend here and drop down into Summit City Creek. Summit City Creek, along Summit City Creek. Devil's Corral's over there. Forestdale Divide goes through right there. That's the back of Round Top, and the Sisters right there, southwest side. Down there we have Summit City Creek heading to the North Fork of the Mokelumne. You just came down from this way. We're going to go down that way, down there, and up there, PCT crosses the bald spot of that mountain in the distance, and the trail here heads down and then makes a bend here, and it'll bring us down to the Summit City Creek junction, where unmaintained trail likely begins down that canyon. We're looking at Summit City Creek, and according to historical accounts, the trail junction is probably where lower Summit City Creek was, the settlement, if I'm not mistaken. Right down there, back over there. And Blue Lakes, over to rise that way, had a sawmill, and all of that's attention was here, was focused on the backs of these mountains, Round Top and the Sisters Massif, where there was supposed to be gold in them there hills, or excuse me, silver. This was the silver mine, 1850s. So that's the history here, and the beauty, I'm sure, was even harsher then, when people were looking for money, because coming now, people are looking for beauty and isolation, and you will find it here. We're coming up to the Summit City Creek Trail between Blue Lakes and the North Fork and the Mokelumne. This thing then runs on to Lake Alpine. To the right is the Tahoe Yosemite Trail. To the left is Blue Lakes. And cool, it doesn't look defaced at all. What's we say here? Evergreen. 4th of July. Summit City Canyon. Wow. Okay, the last sign here was broken, and it was a relatively new, heavily lacquered sign. And this looks like a very old sign that was maybe recently just put up here. I'm thinking Trails, Amador Ranger District Trails replaced it. But nonetheless, this is it. Very beautiful place. All out. There's Summit City Creek right there. And this is the custom campsite just a few feet east up Summit City Creek from the Summit City Creek Trail junction to 4th of July Lake. And you can see there's a nice flat right over there for your tent, access to the water, a seat, another flat. So if you're up in here and you want to camp before you head into the Carson Pass Management Area, this is the place. Or if you want to camp before heading into the unmaintained trail section of Summit City Creek. Recent trail work. Excellent trail, hiking down Summit City Creek, past the junction. We're about not a half mile southwest yet. We can see up above us the gap where the flat where 4th of July Lake sits. Right up there is Summit City, or 4th of July Lake. All right, we've come to the wash, which has been problematic before, but boy, I gotta say, the trail is much superior here in September 2013 than it was when I came through in September of 2009. Fourth of July Lake's right up there. Dorado National Forest uses wood. Further south of here you won't find a whole lot of wood. There's a little bit. Let me think about it. But this has all been opened up again. This is the snags have been cut. We're coming to a Boy Scout camp, I'm pretty sure right now. that was one little section that was just opened up from the new blaze that was put on the tree there. Somebody opened that up. Somebody came out here and did some work. Okay, right now, 4th of July Lake is wedged in a shelf up there. The first real bad part of the trail has been improved by someone, and it's really nice. It actually follows the route through, and Summit City Creek's right over there. We're just leaving a little campsite here. It's about a half mile past there we go. If you can see it up there, but through the trees we can see the crack in the mountains where it's flat, where 4th of July Lake sits. We're approaching a Horse Canyon now. We can see it cutting in up here through the trees as well. Trail is just great.
Time's not past, sure the hope will last. We'll live everything in our dreams, yeah.
There's a Horse Canyon, and over there's Telephone Gulch. So that's our situation here. Looking back up Summit City Creek. We've got 4th of July Lake is up there. Great rock wall. Canyon making its bend. Forward. It's fall and the squirrels are going for the pine nuts. Very nice campsite here from the cutoff junction before we come down to Horse Canyon. Excellent water access, great flat, great sunlight. We've been coming under the gap from Horse Canyon, and now we've come to the trail junction. And previously the trail down to here was open up until between 202 and 209. Here's the graffiti. I got some work to do. Cool. And then from 209 to 213, 212, they opened it up. Volunteers, conscientious individuals, and the Forest Service. Okay, so I'll at Horse Canyon and Tahoe Yosemite Trail, September 24th, 2013. Just a few feet past south on the Tahoe Yosemite Trail of Horse Canyon Trail junction here, and as we were approaching the last like 8th mile, the trail got a lot fainter, and we could see how the trail went around a lot of fallen trees. Above that, the trees had been removed up until probably 202, 203, the big ones, and south of here we can see that's not the case. The terrain got rougher immediately and the trail fainter. But there's still a trail, though it's going around this thicket of fallen trees all out. Just south of Horse Canyon Junction, we can see that there's been recent work that either, I believe volunteers, I believe a couple of people who have contacted Tahoe to Whitney have been doing real good work here, and I want to thank you guys for that. We're less than a quarter mile to the south of the Horse Canyon Trail junction, heading down Summit City Creek. And there's a beautiful stretch of creek there with finely sculpted rocks, with a beautiful sheltered flat here surrounded by granite, and a stunning campsite. And we just passed another one, probably an 8th mile south of Horse Canyon, which I got pictures of there. And the trail's real faint now. It's getting very faint, as it always has been. The difference in 2013 is that the trail from Summit City Creek below 4th of July down to Horse Canyon had fallen into disrepair. And up until about 209, 210, it had been getting worse and worse. And then from 210, 209 until 2013, it's been opened up again. But has traditional, south of that, south of Horse Canyon, going further down canyon, the trail becomes very faint. All out.